Hello, I am Mr. Little, and this is IB History of the Americas 12, the senior year of IB History. And I'm excited to get to meet all of you virtually as we get ready for what I hope will be a very exciting, though challenging school year. As I said, I'm Mr. Little. This is my 19th year teaching, my 8th year at Lee Summit High School, and my 17th year overall teaching IB seniors. I love teaching this class. I love teaching seniors. And I'm really excited, even though I know this is a different year than we are typically used to. At least we know how we're starting, as opposed to last year, which was kind of thrown at us in a very difficult time. But I think we're going to be ready. I think we're going to have a great year. And I promise to you, as the parents of seniors, that I will do my best to make this as great a senior year as your seniors can have. From a history standpoint, it's a fun class. And I'll tell you a little bit more about it as we go through some things. I have just a simple meet your teacher slide that I will share with the students when I'm finished with them. But a couple of things here is a little bit about me, some truths and a lie, a little bit about my family. These are my two children. I have a daughter, Scarlett, who is 13 and going to Pleasant Lee this year as an 8th grader. My son, who is never serious, is a 3rd grader at Lee Summit Elementary. That is my wife and I, as we stated. She is a counselor here. We started dating in high school, and we've now been married 17 years, together for over 20. And it's crazy how fast time has flown and how important Lee Summit is to us in Lee Summit High School. Here's my son here after flag football. And as I said before, I am the head boys basketball coach here. I also coach boys golf. Involved in a number of things, but those are the two things that take up the most of my time outside of school. I have music I listen to, or at least I've been listening to this summer, but for what's important to you, I would say, are these pieces of information here. That is my email address, blake.little@lsr7.net. My Twitter handle is @lstigerball, and then my voicemail and extension is at 986-2061. So that's how you get a hold of me. The best way is to get a hold of me through email. I'm very good at getting back to people on email. I'm very quick about it, as I'll reply to it as soon as I get it. Now, I'm a teacher, so that means I get up really early and maybe go to bed a little early. So if you send me a late email, you might get an early morning email in response. But I really do try to get back to you on that. Wednesday, at least in the short term with the virtual hours, is going to be a lot of my sort of office hours to get back to people. I will have direct contact hours in the middle of the day on Wednesday where I reach out to students. But for the most part, anything you need from me, if you have questions, email me, and I'll get back to you very quickly. As far as the course goes, so there's a couple things here as we get into Schoology. We are IB Histories of the Americas, 4th and 6th hour. As you look here, your students will start on this welcome page here. I have a specific message to them. That's an awkward and sort of unfortunate look, but I have a message for them about this year. And then I have Google Meet links. We will meet with the IB kids every Monday and Friday virtually. And then Tuesdays and Thursdays, I will post lessons and lectures that way. And I'll be available to answer questions, anything they have as need be. But I will actually host like class in 30-minute chunks on those days. And that's the way to do it. That'll allow me to answer any questions they may have. It'll help me at least give me an opportunity to go through and do discussions of the readings, assignments, and things like that. Course information is here. Not a ton. Just the first assignment, which is a paper over the things they carried, will be due on Sunday. There's a syllabus here, nuts and bolts of the class. I also have the IA here. They are required to do a research paper for the IB history exam that we'll start working on next week. And then our first unit is the Mexican Revolution, which is posted here. Our units are all structured sort of the same. There's an intro, there's possible test questions, then there's lecture notes, reading assignments. This one has a special revolutionary plan project they have to do. There's a history lab, and then there's just bonus resources for anything they might need to know. Our units are all structured the same. It helps keep it balanced. There's only really about 5 assignments per unit and a test. Most of this is lecture. Most of it is content in that regard. We do quite a bit of readings, quite a bit of primary and secondary analysis of sources. What I really want your kids to be able to do is write persuasive essays in history that are based upon information that they have. So that's kind of what we're going for. This class can be taken for dual credit. I will be sending out an email to every parent, basically as the process for enrolling at UMKC. The course is offered through UMKC as a dual credit course. Basically, myself and Mr. Boble are adjuncts for the university. And so I'll send out information on that. There is a fee of $119 for the IB exam that is required each year for kids to take the test. But all that fee and information I will send out with you. As far as materials that are necessary for the class, there's not a ton, particularly since we are starting online. I would prefer kids to have a binder eventually when we get a chance to meet in person to help organize some of the materials being out. For right now, with the digital world they're in, there's really nothing they have to have besides a Chromebook and the ability to check in. So that's what I got. I'm looking forward to a great year. And if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask.